What's up, guys? My name is Tony, and welcome back to more Let's Play The Last of Us Blind. As the last episode was, if you saw it, this episode is going to be post-commentary. I lost the audio for it, and it's okay, really, because fortunately, this entire episode is essentially combat. So it's not like we missed out on my reactions to any big event happening. Nothing super important, or like... I don't know, nothing very important happens. All of that stuff kind of starts up in the next episode, which is fortunate because that is the exact episode in which I recovered the audio. So this is the final episode that is going to be post-commentary, and it's going to be kind of an intermission episode where I'm talking about my thoughts on the game so far and stuff like that. Fun fact, I'm actually recording this before what I plan to be the last recording session of Last of Us. I have a couple more episodes pre-recorded after this, but as of right now, I'm, after this episode, going to record the rest of it, so it's a good time to express my thoughts on it before I finish it. Something I wanted to talk about was the combat system. I've played all three Uncharted games, and I might have mentioned this before in the Let's Play, but this holds a very similar combat system to Uncharted, but it's almost as if, like, everything is improved. Like, I like Uncharted's combat system, but some of it is kind of weird and funky to me, and the aiming's kind of weird. I don't know if you guys think the same thing. A lot of people like to think that Uncharted has a fantastic combat system, and it's okay, but I never thought of it as anything special. This game took just about everything I liked from Uncharted and improved it and tweaked it so that, like, none of the bad stuff was there. Ellie, as you see, is sniping the guys because Joel gave her a gun in the last episode, and it's things like that, like, the characters are very supportive of everything. And it's cool because you have partners that don't suck and aren't completely useless. Like, I don't want to say the partners in Uncharted were useless, but they kind of were. They kind of just, like, laid around and didn't really do much. Ellie is very useful, especially in this episode. So, I don't know, I like that sort of thing. The story is fantastic, and I kind of regret not doing more exploring. A lot of the joy I found out of the game was picking up notes and reading them, which it didn't seem like because I kind of rushed through it in the Let's Play, and I was like reading and going da-da-da-da-da. But when you do that, it really gives a sense of, like, reality in the game. And I apologize if this isn't, like, the type of episode you want to watch, because this is just going to be me talking about the game for about 20 minutes with one tiny cutscene in between. So if that's not what you want to see, I apologize. You don't really have to watch this episode. You can just skip on to the next one. But if you are interested in what I have to say, then I guess continue watching. But what was I saying? The story. A lot of the story's elements revolve around what's happening to everybody. You don't have to pay attention to anybody else. You can just be on your merry way and go through with the main plot. But when you see these notes from random people you didn't even know, even though you didn't know them, or Joel didn't know them, or Ellie didn't know them, they're very meaningful to see, like, the things that other people have gone through in similar or completely different situations. And that's just... I don't know, it's something that I wish I would have praised more going along the Let's Play, and probably will do in, I want to say, the second half. It is a blind Let's Play, so I don't know exactly how far I am from the end, but with how people are talking about, with the way people are talking about it, it seems like about the halfway point, but I don't want to call it that because I'm not so sure. Some people are saying I'm over halfway, some people are saying I'm under halfway. I guess it all depends on how fast I'm playing the second half of the game. So, yeah, I'm not going to spoil where I am in the pre-recorded episodes. I'm just going to, let you guys find that out yourselves. What else to talk about? The plot, the combat system. I don't know, everything's great. I mean, I know I went into this kind of thinking that this was one of those games that people hype up way too much, and my reason for thinking that was because of the Uncharted series. I thoroughly enjoyed the Uncharted series, all three games, but I never really enjoyed it as much as everybody says, I guess, that I should have. Which is kind of a weird thing, because it's not like people, I don't know, people set the bar really high, and then when I played it, I was kind of disappointed, which is the case for a lot of games I play. And this game obviously was very praised for everything, and it's actually holding up to my expectations, which is incredibly rare because this game was hyped up twice as much as the Uncharted games were. And I don't know, I don't want to say that they're a bad company, because by all means they're not, but Naughty Dog kind of has a history of disappointing me in games, or like people will hype their games up too much. Oh good, I died. Good job, me. I'm pretty sure it spawns me right back here, so it's not that big of a deal. But people hyped up the Jak and Daxter series as well, and although I've only played a couple hours of the first game, I like it. But when people were like, because Banjo-Kazooie is my favorite game, so they were like, well, it's like a better version of Banjo-Kazooie, and I did not find that at all. You guys might disagree with that. You guys might say, oh no, they shouldn't have hyped it up that much, but that's how people told me about it. They said it was like a better version of Banjo-Kazooie, which I see a lot of similarities and a lot of differences between those two. And I'm sorry, I apologize for going off track of the topic of Last of Us, but it's just like Naughty Dog in general, you know? Like Jak and Daxter was kind of disappointing, and then Uncharted was very fun. I really enjoyed the series, might even play through it again soon here. I've been kind of wanting to play through it again. But at the same time, it was still disappointing because people hyped it up so much, and it didn't live up to its expectation. This game for sure has. And I don't know. There's a lot about this game. I really don't know what to talk about for like the next 13 minutes. I guess let's talk about what's going on here. I'm awful at fighting, and going back and looking at it, I don't know what I'm thinking through half of this, or why I think that half of the things I'm doing is a good strategy. The ammo system is really good. I like how it gives you just enough to where you're not quite running out. If you're careful, then you keep your ammo. But that guy running was like the most poor, like, I already had the arrows set up and everything. They give you just enough ammo to where if you're careful, it is just enough. But if you're not careful, of course, you're going to run out immediately, and that's something I really like about it. It's very, very real, and something that should definitely be praised. What else to talk about? I guess the characters. Joel is... I don't know. Joel and Ellie have had this connection through the entirety of the game that have... It's been so strange because you think a million things about it. Because it's not like the plot of like a movie where it's almost like... It goes back to the fact that this game is so realistic. It wasn't like something happened to where... you know, Ellie and Joel hated each other for so long, and then suddenly one event happened and they liked each other. It was a very slow process, and even now you can see that Joel is like just now starting to trust Ellie, even though he kind of trusted her before but didn't really want to. And it's just, the character development is absolutely fantastic. And even now, like going through the game, we're, you know, halfway done, and even though Ellie's holding a gun finally, Joel is still taking things step by step with trusting her. I don't know, everything is so great. And Ellie is, of course, a fantastic character. Oh, cutscene.
How'd I do?
How about something a little more your size? It's for emergencies only.
Okay.
And that goes back to exactly what we were talking about. Joel does trust Ellie, but kind of doesn't want to, and really does have like faith in her ability of everything, but doesn't want to show that to her. But at the same time, she figures it out on her own. And then I take like half an hour to find out that you have to lift up this gate. For some reason, it took me so long just like roaming the area, not knowing where I'm going. It took absolutely forever, and I don't know why it did, but I cut all of that out, so thank God for that. But that also makes it like a 20-minute episode. I attempt to make every episode 25 to 30 minutes, but sometimes I don't know how much I'm cutting out, so I kind of have to guess. But it didn't turn out too short, and I actually thank God that it did, because I'm going to run out of stuff to talk about. I already am halfway through, and of course it takes me another 10 minutes to figure out I gotta do this. For some reason. Because I kept thinking that I had to just, like, help Ellie up the thing, and then, like, I just thought it wasn't working or for some reason. I wasn't thinking. I don't know. I'm really weird when it comes to this Let's Play. Like, I look back on this and I'm like, man, I was stupid, but if I, like, did it now, I would probably be just as dumb. You know what I mean? So, gee, I really don't know what else to talk about this game. There's the combat, there's the story. The story has, like, a whole big thing about it. I do not, at the moment, of course, know what the ending to this game is, but for all of you out there watching who do know what the ending is, I have been told that there is a lot of controversy involving it, but that I will like it. Now that's something that interests me, is that people have told me that I will like it. If you guys want to discuss that in the comments, whether you think I would like it or not, please keep it in a spoiler-free sort of way. But I don't know, I feel like I'm going to now, because a lot of people that are close friends with me are like, oh yeah, you'll love it. And like, even people that like, just watch my videos and don't really interact with me are like, yeah, you'll like it. Like, I don't know, it's... Oh god, this part.
Busy couple of days, huh?
Whatever, man. Damn, no food, old pair of shoes. We got nothing. Let's go.
Ain't nothing we could have done.
I know. It's just... Oh, man.
Back to the whole thing about morality.
Bridge.
Morality is definitely a huge part of this game. And people who aren't fans of like the storylines and they're all into gameplay, this might not be the game for them. But a great story and a great game definitely influences me. I understand that movies and video games are two completely different things, and Heavy Rain was more on the movie side to the point where it was kind of weird to let's play it, and I'm glad that people enjoyed Heavy Rain. But I don't know if I would ever do a let's play like that again. Speaking of which, a lot of people, I don't know if I've said this in an update video or not. I don't believe that I have. A lot of people have been asking when I'm going to do Beyond Two Souls, because I told people going into... Come on, Tony, you're so bad at fighting. Ellie's doing like half the work for you. I tried like shooting him so many times. I should have just been meleeing from the beginning, but I was afraid that somebody else was there. I just wanted to finish him off as quick as possible. People have been asking where Beyond Two Souls is, and if I'm going to let's play that. I have decided that, and yes, the rest of this episode is going to be me talking about future Let's Plays. I deeply apologize if, for one, you're watching this in the future, or two, you want me to talk about the game more, because this whole Let's Play is based off live reaction, so I can't really do anything in post-commentary otherwise. I'm not going to be LPing Beyond Two Souls. My reason for that being the company who made Heavy Rain and Beyond Two Souls came out and said, we do not want content like the YouTube content. So they don't want their games to be Let's Played. I don't think they really do anything copyright-wise. If they do, all it is disable the ability to monetize videos, which is okay. because I don't really monetize my videos anyway. At least not at the time of, I didn't do it at the time of Heavy Rain going up. Maybe you're watching this in the future, and maybe I do now, but I don't know. But because of that, because they said strictly we don't want people Let's Playing our games, I did not know that at the time of the Heavy Rain Let's Play, otherwise I would not have LP'd it. But because of that, I'm not going to be Let's Playing Beyond Two Souls, simply because the company doesn't want anybody to Let's Play their games, which is understandable, because their games are so much more like movies. They're not really, I don't want to say they're not games at all, they definitely are, but it's more of an interactive movie than a straight up video game. You make decisions, and your decisions impact everything, and blah 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 blah, and a lot of you think that I made for a fantastic Let's Play, and thank you for that, but Beyond Two Souls is not going to be something I do. Following that up, Last of Us 2 and 3. I have not yet decided what exactly I'm going to do when those come out. If you guys are not aware, this is going to be a trilogy. Naughty Dog has announced that they want Last of Us to be an entire trilogy. I will be Let's Playing Last of Us 2 and 3. If I'm doing them day one, I don't know, but I am recording them day one. My reason for this is avoiding spoilers for Last of Us is hell. You have no idea, especially being such a fan of Troy Baker. If you know me, you know I'm a huge fan of Troy Baker. I can't, look at, interviews with him, because Last of Us is always mentioned, and I don't want the game to be spoiled for me. And it's hard to avoid spoilers, especially in a community where there's so many people who love this game, that, I can't avoid it anymore. I'm surprised I avoided the ending to this game for so long, which is why, after this recording, I'm going to go record the rest of the LP so I can finally be done with it and just finally be free of avoiding spoilers for this game, because it has been horrible. A game like Heavy Rain, I didn't really have to avoid spoilers because people don't talk about it that much, but this game is so well known that it is just oh my god, it's so hard to avoid spoilers. I will be recording it day one, but I might upload it later. My reason for that being, a lot of people are very against day one Let's Plays, which I don't really understand, and they think it's a point of selling out. And I know I shouldn't care about everybody's opinion, but I should just do my own thing and what I think is right. But also it's the fact that I don't know the release date, and I don't know if I will have a Let's Play going on during that time. So what I'm probably going to do is have a Let's Play going on, and whatever Let's Play goes on when Last of Us 2 comes out, I'm just going to LP it blind and record it, and then begin those uploads after the ongoing Let's Play is finished. So that is my plan. Ending the episode off, because we only have a few minutes left in this episode. Again, very combat-eccentric episode, and if this has bored you, I apologize deeply, but this is pretty much the best I could do with this episode. Excuse me, I had to take a bit of pause there for a second, kind of coughed a bit. The DLC for this game, I know nothing about. I don't know how long it is. I don't know pretty much anything. I don't know where it follows in the storyline, if it relates, where it goes, if there's a timeline, if it follows directly after the game, or if it's right in the middle or something. I have no idea. So, I would like you guys, if you're still watching, because I don't know how interesting this is to people, I would like you guys to tell me in the comments, should I do the DLC? People who know the DLC know a lot about it. Should I record that blind, or is it not important? So leave that in the comments, please. Please leave that in the comments, and I will, probably, if you guys say yes, do the DLC, I'm going to wait a bit, about a month or so. I'm going to record it ahead of time, but I don't want it to come up right after the Let's Play. I want a bit of a break in between the Let's Play and the DLC. But, again, just to avoid spoilers, so that I don't have to avoid spoilers anymore, I will probably, like, as soon as I say comments saying yes, if you guys do want me to let's play it,
Okay.
I will be recording it right away. So, that's, I think, pretty much all I wanted to talk about, which is good, because the episode is ending off here. Again, I am very, very sorry for losing the audio. I don't really know what I did, but like this was the one time I didn't back up files. And I deeply apologize for not backing up those files because I feel bad that there was no live reaction to any of this. Thank God it was combat and based episodes. Thank God there was no super amount of plot. Also this.
Posters are everywhere.
I saw this right before the outbreak.
You did? Does he totally gut her by the end?
Nobody gets gutted. It's a dumb teen movie.
Who dragged you to see it then?
I don't know. Let's just stay focused, all right?
All right.
That crushed my heart. And that is where we will end the episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you watched this whole video, hopefully you stayed interested. And I will see you guys next time for actual, not post commentary. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye, everybody.